Hello, everyone, and welcome. I'm Tammy Drury. I am the Accounting and Administrative Officer here at Athletics and Recreation. Thank you guys all for being here. Just before we get started today, we've got a few things to go over. Before we do that, I would like to introduce our Director of Athletics Recreation, Ian Foss, to say a few words to everyone.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for coming to our online session for the athletic job opportunities. And you're going to have a fun-filled 45 minutes listening to our staff, our professionals that are working in athletics as a career. And they're going to talk to you a little bit about the work that they're hoping to fill prior to the fall. This is a great opportunity to work in athletics. We've all chosen it as a career. I refer to it as a job that you get to have a lot of fun and ultimately a great opportunity for people who are looking to get into athletics as a starting point. So I will send it back to Tammy and welcome you all. And I look forward to working with you in the fall.
Great. Thank you so much, Ian. Just a few things before we continue on. We've got wanted to highlight a few items. So as we go on with this presentation, we are going to hold off on any questions to be held at the end of the presentations in the chat. So if you've been trying to enter or input any questions, we've disabled that feature for the time being. And we will pick those up at the end of our session today, where we'll be happy to answer any of those questions that you have. On the screen here, you will notice that for the full job descriptions that we have for the positions we are filling in the athletics department are available on our fanshawefalcons.ca/hiring website. Once you're there, you'll be able to see the full listing of all of our jobs that we have, as well as our job descriptions. And if you're ready to apply, just at the top from that on our website, you will see the link to submit your applications. The new thing with this piece is that you're able to apply for more than one position with submitting one resume with the link that we have provided. During our session today, we will also cover our esports positions, and Tyler Hetherington of the FSU will speak to that later on. So we are going to start with Rob Thorpe, one of our varsity officers here in athletics, to speak about some of our team support positions that we have available.
Great, thanks, Tammy. So as Tammy mentioned, my name is Rob Thorpe, and I'm part of the team that oversees the varsity sports programs here in athletics. Those are our kind of highly competitive sports programs that are a big piece of what we are as Falcons. We hire a number of students to help run the program every year. And so I'm just going to touch on a couple of the ones that we're really looking for some help and support with. As on the screen here, one of the biggest ones is our varsity team trainer manager. It is one of the most demanding jobs that we have here in athletics, requires a lot of time management, especially with your schooling as well. They work with our varsity teams before practices, after practices. They're traveling lots with the team. The hours do vary by sport, but it's mostly evenings and weekend work. It is kind of a two-part job. The first part being the trainer section of it, which is kind of more of the medical side. So it's pre and post event treatment, taping, incident reports. We work alongside the world-renowned Fowler Kennedy Sports Medicine Clinic, and they will help to train you and get you all set in learning those opportunities. We do look for people that are kind of have that program fit that is the medical background, but it's not a necessity. That's where we like to try to pull our candidates from. The second part is kind of the manager piece of it, which has to do more with uniforms and equipment, and kind of there as the coach's helper if there's anything they need during practices and whatnot. So that's kind of that one. The next position I'll talk to you about quick is our minor officials. So at all of our varsity sports home games, especially for basketball and volleyball, we have a score table that kind of runs the game. They are our timekeepers, our statisticians, our scorekeepers, and so we have a full table of people that run that for us. We do look for people that have knowledge in those sports that they're working with in order to run the table. but we, again, it's mostly in evenings and weekends type of job. I'm now going to pass you along to Rob Hanavan, who's our Facilities and Events Officer, to touch on another section.
Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming out today. Again, Rob Hanavan. I'm responsible for athletic facilities and events. If you've seen the job posting for event staff, I supervise them. Event staff is responsible for the setup and takedown of varsity home games, community rentals, and sport tournaments. Event staff is the first one to arrive and last to leave, and responsible for both indoor and outdoor events. We start end of August and work all the way until March, and usually weekday evenings and weekends. If you're looking for physical work in a fast-paced environment and you have the ability to work lots of hours, come and talk to me. If this sounds interesting to you, maybe stop by and have a chat, and we'll see if it's a good fit for you. Next up is Nicole Carriere, our other varsity officer, and I'll pass her over now. Thank you.
Hi, everyone. I will talk briefly about some of our other jobs in the promotions field. First, we have the Varsity Announcer DJ, who is in charge of doing game day announcing and running our music laptop. So you're responsible for making sure that the music is playing, the warm-up music, the in-game music, getting the crowd excited, as well as doing starting lineups and announcing in-game opportunities that have arisen during the game, whether that's score or penalties, anything like that. Also, you have to be comfortable on a microphone. We tried to pull from the broadcast journalism program, people that are in that field. Next, we have photography. If you're in the photography program or have any action shots as a photographer, we are looking to hire a couple of those. We are looking for action photos. So if you do apply for this position, I encourage you to add copies of your action shots if you have any, or a portfolio link. This will help with filtering your resume through quicker. Also, you have to be good at editing your photos quick, so we have access to those as quick as possible. We also have a videography position, so we look in the media, the broadcasting, television, film programs. So there is videotaping all of our home games, and also doing highlight reels and editing clips. We also have our Freddie the Falcon mascot. Somebody, we don't have any preferred program, but somebody that is outgoing and wants to entertain the crowd. We also have a graphic designer for someone in that program, looking to make all the promotional materials for our social media, our posters. Have to have a knowledge of InDesign, Illustrator, Photoshop. We also do a bulletin board assistant who keeps our bulletin boards fresh and every week updates anything that we need. Then we have our game night promotion assistant who is at every varsity game, handing out programs, getting the crowd involved, running any in-game promotions that we may have with prizes, helping out at the gate, and just being a friendly face. Who's next, Tammy? Sorry.
Sorry about that, guys. The next portion of our positions that we have available are those in our recreation area. So some of those that we are looking to hire for is our late night recreation convener, as well as our recreation convener for our daytime. So the difference between those two is our late night is our after hours. So those typical hours are after 10 p.m. And you are responsible for organizing and overseeing the recreational activities that we have in our gymnasium at that time. Our recreation convener during the day assists our recreation officer with putting together and planning our intramural programming that we have during the fall winter semesters, as well as are planning to start that for our summer term as well. Along with that role, we also have our intramural positions for referee, umpires, and scorekeepers. So those positions, you're officiating the recreation games that we are offering for the programming here. There isn't any set experience needed for that, but it is helpful to have sport knowledge of the sports that we are running in those intramural leagues that we have. As you see on the slide, the intramural leagues are running Monday to Friday between 11 and 6, based on the availability of our students. One of our offerings as well is our athletic assistant position. With this role, some of you who have had the opportunity to be on campus already and have walked by our athletics recreation and wellness desk will see that position at work on a daily basis. So that is a customer service role. In that role, you are handing out the equipment to our students who are coming in looking to play some recreational sports in our gymnasiums, in our facility, as well as our outdoor sports. We also have our table tennis available to play in our mezzanine, and just down the hallway you'll see. With that, the only requirement that we have with this position is first aid and CPR. There isn't a set program fit, but if you do have some customer service experience, that is the benefit for you when applying for this position. And I'm going to take this over to Tyler Hetherington. He'll be covering some esports. Tyler, go ahead.
Hey everyone, my name is Tyler Hetherington. I'm the esports coordinator within the Fanshawe Student Union. For those that are just finding out right now, we do have an esports program here at Fanshawe, so make sure you get involved. Join our Discord, fsu.ca/Discord. There is an esports room on campus. It has 11 high-end gaming computers that are available for use for free for all students. There is also some console stations in that room as well, with Xboxes, PlayStation, and Switches. So those are available to be used at any time for students. And then there is times where the room closes for competitive play. So we do have a highly competitive side of esports here at Fanshawe. We had over 27 teams competing against other schools from across North America last year. And then alongside that competitive gaming, we have our broadcast team. And last year we had over 750,000 views on Twitch, and that takes a whole team of esport student workers. So hopefully you're interested in that. We have a lot of jobs within esports that you can use and get involved with. We have the highly competitive side, but we have a huge community around esports as well. We do a Monday night tournament every week, FIFA, Smash, chess, and it kind of rotates. And so that is something you can get involved in as a player or as a worker for one of these jobs that we're about to talk about. And the two that are three-ish that are highlighted here on this slide, we do hire an esports content creator. So you would work the desk and kind of be the face of the esport program while you're in the room. But at the same time, you're working on social media posts, you're working on graphics and video design, maintaining the esports room, but being that public face and that first person there on social media, but also in person is really key and helpful for the program. So esports content creator is a job a lot of people are interested in. So I encourage anybody who has any marketing or anybody who just has passion towards esports and spreading the word to get involved through that position. And then we do have a couple that are really more catered towards our streaming, and that is through our esports producer and on-air caster roles. Producer is just kind of what it says. You're the behind-the-scenes worker of the stream. You're the multitasker, the person who knows how to do every little thing so that's the producer. So it would take some experience in streaming in your past to get into that role at first. But that's not necessary. We're willing to teach everybody as long as they want to put in the work and learn. You can get involved in this program. And that's the same with our on-air casters. So you do need some general knowledge of the games that we play. And like I said, there's over 20 of them, so there's lots of them. But if you're willing to learn the game and learn the flow of being an on-air caster, then I encourage you to apply for that position as well. So yeah, hopefully you can get involved. To link up with the eSport jobs, so you just head to our Discord, fsu.ca/Discord, and there's a job posting channel there, and you can apply for jobs when they're posted. And that's me, and I think I'm sending it to Tabitha of the Wellness.
Hey everyone, my name is Tabitha Liston, and I am the Fitness and Wellness Program Director here at the Fitness Center within the Student Wellness Center. And we have 3 roles that we hire for. The positions are customer service representatives. So that position is our front desk person. That's the person who welcomes members, helps members to activate their membership, helps them navigate our app and website, and is just the general friendly face when you come to the fitness center. We also have fitness consultants. Fitness consultant, we do require the FHP program. So if you're in the FHP, the Fitness and Health Promotion Program, this is the role that you might be interested in applying to. This is the fitness consultant is the face on the fitness floor who helps members with the equipment and helps to build programs, give in-body sessions and fitness consultations as well. And finally, we have a rock wall attendant. So we prefer that you are a rock wall climber or user of our rock wall and have some basic knowledge of it, but it's not a must-have. We do train all of our rock wall attendants. So if you've never climbed, but it sounds really interesting to you, I would recommend trying to climb first. And then if that's something that you'd want to apply to that, and then just put that you're interested in the rock wall attendant position, and we would do training. Email your resumes to wellness@fanshawec.ca, and then you can find us. We are located in the J building. And we have our website is www.studentwellnesscenter.ca. And we're also very active on Instagram, so you can find out lots about us on Instagram. And I believe I'm handing this back to Tammy.
You are. Thank you so much, Tabitha. So apologize. There we go. So before we share some other information here are some highlight videos that our past and current student employees have put together. So our first one here is one of our athletic assistant roles.
Was a problem.
And
yo,
here
I'll
we've got our
solve it.
team
Check out the
trainer.
hook while my DJ revolves it.
Our team trainer role there that Rob Thorpe spoke to earlier in our
If there was a
session.
problem, yo, I'll solve it. Check out the hook while.
Sorry about that. Technical difficulties on my end. So what you guys are seeing now is we have our QR codes that we have set up to make things easier for you to apply for some of the positions that we have spoken to you about today. So we've got our athletics jobs QR code is here on our left, and then we have on our right our QR code for the esports jobs. As Tabitha mentioned previously, for those 3 positions that she highlighted, those are resumes are to be emailed to wellness@fanshawec.ca for them if you're interested in those roles. When applying for our jobs, as mentioned before everything began, we do have on our main Fanshawe page or fanshawefalcons.ca/hiring. That is where our full job descriptions are able to be viewed by you. So if one of these jobs you want a little bit more detailed information on, the full job description is listed on our website, so you can pick through. And there's a link at the top of that page for you to apply after today if you didn't capture the QR codes or you're looking for some more information. And during that process, you do have the opportunity to apply for more than one job. We have done things a little bit differently to make them a little more easier for you as the applicants. So when you log in using your Fanshawe ID on that link, Again, you are able to select multiple jobs and upload your CV to that to apply to them that we will see on our end and review. Before we head to some of our questions portions today, I did just want to highlight on behalf of some of our fellow areas here on campus is Chartwells is hosting a job fair next month in August. That's being held, as you can see, on August the 10th. The time is from 11 until 1 p.m. held in B 1046 at the Colvin Atrium. So if the food services industry is something that you'd be interested in working for, then here's an opportunity for you. As well as if you're looking for some volunteer opportunities, we do have some that are coming up with the start of the fall term for Residents Move-In Day and orientation support. So if you're looking to for any volunteer opportunities, you can email orientation@fanshawec.ca for any of those. And at this point in time, we would like to open it up for some questions for you if you have them. Before I address some of those questions, I am just going to put the QR codes back on the screen. So for those of you that are looking for those links.
Sarah here. I'll jump in to announce some of the questions. I'm also known as at Fanshawe College. I run Fanshawe College's social media. So if you have questions, you can also send questions through our social media and I'll help you get answers and get you to the right people. So the first question, if somebody wants to join one of the teams, Rob Thorpe, can you explain how someone might show interest in joining one of the teams as a player?
Yeah, absolutely. What you need to do is go to our website at fanshawefalcons.ca and go to our tryout location. You'll see all the tryouts listed there, as well as under our student athlete information, there's a prospect form. If you fill that out, that will get some general information to our coaches and to our staff to get you on board and get you for a tryout.
Perfect. Thanks, Rob. Tammy, can you remind us what that link is to see those full job descriptions?
Absolutely. So the link is fanshawec.ca hiring /hiring. And I will just add that here as well for everybody.
Perfect. That's fanshawefalcons.ca/hiring. How long does it generally take to hear back after applying through the form?
So how it's working is we'll start reviewing them next week to start filling those roles, but only the candidates that are being selected for interviews will actually be hearing back from us via email would be the preferred way that we'll hear back, or by phone call if we can't get a hold of you on email.
Great, thank you. Is our CV or resume enough, or do we need to create a cover letter?
The cover letter, both please, actually. And in the case of the graphic designer, when we do respond to those successful candidates, usually a portfolio of their work is requested at that time. So if there's anyone that is on here that is looking at that position, be prepared to submit a portfolio if you are contacted for an interview.
I'll say if you're applying to any of the creative positions, the graphic designer, the photographer, anything video, if you have any samples or an online portfolio that you can share, that would be extremely helpful to the team. What about the schedule? How does scheduling of shifts work, especially for students who have class schedule?
So we work around the class schedule, and depending which position they're applying for too, we've got our varsity and recreation schedules for those games and such is taken into effect. But we do work around obviously your availability when you're not in class.
Great, thank you. How many positions are available per each job category?
For
Yeah.
event staff, I'm looking for between 6 and 8 people, but that depends on scheduling and whatnot. But that's the number I'm looking for.
The athletic assistants, we can have up to 10. Again, it depends on availability and scheduling for them as well. And then for the team trainers, there's one for each sport. Thorpe and Nicole, can you guys just confirm our numbers there?
Yeah, so we hire between 8 and 10 trainers throughout the course of the season.
I see a question about whether or not these positions for our Oxford Street campus, and yes, they are. We do have 2 athletic assistants / rec conveners for our South Street campus. So we do hire for London South campus to look after our recreation position activities over there.
Are all these positions currently open, or are there any of them that are full for fall already?
We're looking, they're all currently open.
Perfect. For our program level, do we put what level will be in during the fall term?
Yes, please. That would be great. Thank you.
I've just joined the Discord. How can I apply? Tyler.
In the job posting channel, there will be a link for you to apply, and some new job postings will be posted this week.
Thanks, Tyler. Do they have to have any roles when they enter your server to be able to see that channel?
No, it helps you navigate through the Discord if you grab roles, but everybody should see the job postings roles as soon as they join.
Perfect. We already answered that. I'm just scrolling through. Just a note for you, Tammy. Someone said, I'm on the website with the job description. Some of the jobs have been crossed out. Does that mean they're no longer available?
Yes, that's what that means.
Okay. If we are in the Fanshawe badminton team, are we also to take to participate in one of the jobs?
Yep. So our jobs are open to all students, athletes and non-athletes.
How do we know if we are accepted or not after submission of our application? Do we get an interview invitation if we are pre-qualified?
So once all the resumes have been reviewed by the different supervisors, then only those that are successful will be contacted. So you don't hear back from us automatically. So once we've had a chance to review your resumes and those that we're selecting for interviews, those are the ones that will be contacted by us.
Thanks, Tammy. I will also note that we did set up the form so that it will email you to confirm that your submission has been sent to the Fanshawe Falcons inbox. So you will get confirmation that it has been sent. Tyler, where are all of your positions located? Are they all in person on campus? Where can people expect to be working?
All the esports jobs currently are on the Oxford campus. We do a few online streams where people can do that from home, but for the majority of the work, it is with our full in-house team. So on campus.
Perfect. Can we start working with the athletics team before our classes start?
Yes, there's some positions that will be starting as early as mid-August. And those are typically our team trainer positions. And with respect to our athletic assistants, some of our rec convener jobs, if it works out for timing and scheduling, those positions we do try to have them the week before school starts if the students are already in town.
Rob Hanneman, you have an eager candidate ready to join the event staff team. I think it might be yours, or it might be maybe the event day staff. So Nicole, could be your area too. Wondering how quickly they'll hear back from you.
Well, I guess it all depends on how many resumes we receive, but I'm looking probably within a week to 14 days tops. I definitely want to get people in place by the second week of August. That's for event staff. Thank you.
Thank you. If somebody wants to come in and chat with one of you about a position, can they do that?
Yes, absolutely, please. Usually here during the day. So if you want to drop by the athletics office, or down at the rec center or the rec office, we can be paged downstairs, and happy to have a chat.
I will say you can always go in and chat with the team about these positions, but we do ask that you apply online through the form that is on fanshawefalcons.ca/hiring. If this is a paid position, how much potentially could students make?
So all of that is based on your availability. So the hours typically are capped at 24 a week. And we are paying the current minimum wage rate to our students.
Thank you very much. Is there a deadline for applying to these positions?
We would like to get most of these filled during the month of August ahead of our fall start, but we are always accepting resumes for those positions. You'll notice some of you have been on the site. Some of the positions are scratched off. So as they are filled, those will continue to be scratched off on our website where the job descriptions are. But we're typically still hiring into the month of September, getting ready for the varsity season for those positions there for those game nights.
I will say sooner is always better to get in there as soon as you can to learn the role. For the photographer position, is previous professional experience required, or is a portfolio enough?
You don't have to be professional, but a portfolio is recommended so that we can see your work, specifically if you have any action photos for sports.
Perfect, thank you. Someone's asking, they have 4 years of experience in customer service. Can they apply for the fitness center CSR? And Tabitha already responded and said, yes, you can. Send your resume to wellness@fanshawec.ca. Can those in other London campuses apply for these roles?
Absolutely.
The Discord server name, fsu.ca/discord, is how you will get into the esports Discord channel. And if you get lost and end up in fanshawec.ca/discord, we will point you over. That is the Fanshawe College Discord. I would like to work in the fitness section of Fanshawe. I have experience in this field. Do I need first aid and CPR eligibility for the position for the fitness front desk agent? Tabitha said yes. If you do need first aid and you don't have it, we do have some options through our part-time studies and corporate training solutions, so we can point you in the right way to get that.
I did see one on there, Sarah. Someone was asking at 17 if they're able to apply for our jobs and work for us. The answer is yes, you can.
Perfect. And yeah, Tyler spelt backwards is how you'll find the Fuel Discord mod. It's Tyler backwards. So you'll get that. Duration of employment, since it's an on-campus job.
So that duration runs during the fall, winter months. So you're working for us until about the end of April.
And it's capped at 24 hours a week is what you said, right?
Yes.
Perfect. If someone is currently in the US, but they'll be back in September, is that okay to still apply for a job, or is that too late?
Nope, they can still apply because they have the option, they have the opportunity, sorry, to submit the resume ahead of time. And if we're going to set up an interview, we can do so over Zoom. So it's not a problem if they're not here yet.
Perfect. Someone has lots of experience in basketball and they want to know if they can get a position relating to basketball.
We have our referee positions available. There might be other opportunities on the varsity end. Nicole, anything on?
Yep, so we have our trainer manager position if that's something that interests you, as well as minor officials.
Perfect. Is first aid CPR needed for event staff positions?
No, it is not.
Okay. Yeah, if you have any questions about what games are covered by our esports team, head to their Discord server. You'll see all the games that are incorporated. I see lots of questions about esports. And that gets us to the end of the questions. If you have any questions after this, you can find me at Fanshawe College across all major social medias, or at Fanshawe C on TikTok. So if you're not sure where to look for something, feel free to message us on social media, and I will make sure to point you to the right members of our team within our athletics and fitness and wellness teams. Oh, we got a few last minute questions. Do you have any co-op opportunities, student or placement opportunities for students like in our sports event marketing program?
Those we review on a base by base. We have done it in the past. So that's something that I'm not saying no, but I'm not saying yes, because there's no definitive answer to that one just yet. But we have had them available with the program. We just have to make sure that the position and the requirements on the co-op are in agreement before
Perfect.
we can agree to it.
Our videographer is responsible for the video editing as well.
Nicole?
Our videographer is responsible for video editing as well, in case you missed that, Nicole.
Yeah, so there are two different kind of roles for the videographer. One will just do game film, which is pretty basic filming of the game, and then we will have our more experienced videographers do editing and clipping.
Perfect. Yes, some positions will start work before September 5th. It just depends on the position. There we go. I think that is all the questions. So we're going to end it there. Like I said, if you have any additional questions, feel free to connect with us at Fanshawe College, or you can connect with at Fanshawe Falcons on Instagram as well, and a couple other channels. We'll try to put a story up with some of the key Instagram channels as soon as this ends. So if you want to connect with any of those channels, we'll make sure that you get those. Thank you everyone so much for joining us, and I'll kick it over to Tammy for final words.
Great, thanks so much, Sarah. I just wanted to say thank you to everyone for joining today, and thank you for my team for making time for all of us. Again, as Sarah said, if you want to ask some questions after the fact, you're welcome to do so. For those of you that are on campus, you're more than welcome to come by our desk located in J1003, and we'll be more than happy to answer your questions, or one of the staff will make sure that they bring us down if you want to talk to any one of us. If you weren't sure our names, if you head over to our Fanshawe Falcons page under Inside Athletics on the ribbon there, you'll be able to see the staff directory on who we are, our names and our positions, and be able to reach us that way as well with our emails that way, or again, come by or give us a call. We'll be more than happy to chat with you a little bit further. And to highlight again, the resumes are only being accepted electronically through that link that is on our website. And aside from that, I believe is all that we have for today. So thank you very much again. Does anyone else have anything to add before we end the session today? As I look across the ribbon of my team here. All right, so that concludes. Oh,
No, I was just gonna say thanks, Tammy. That's great. Thanks for setting this up.
right, no problem. I've got a behind the scenes team with Sarah and Ricardo and Shannon that are on here too. So thank you very much to you guys. That concludes our session. So thank you very much, everyone, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.